Hello, my name is CSU Inferno or Gavin. Welcome back to what a collegiate player thinks about LCS teams. Previous video we did Cloud9. We're going alphabetically down the list. So next is Dignitas, who, assuming by the thumbnail, you can tell I have opinions on this roster. We have a little bit of music now, obviously. As you can hear, I'm going to turn down just a bit for my own sake, but it's already a little quiet for the rest of you guys. But just a little bit of music so it's not just me talking and nothing in the background. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and move on to talking about the Dignitas roster. Now, before we get into this, obviously I mentioned this with other teams that in future videos I'm going to be mentioning with other teams. But some of these rosters are having problems with players and visa issues. The big one that everyone knows about is Lion could not get Zamudo, so they have Dokla. Dignitas is currently having issues with FBI and Ignar though. So these two players are going to be replaced by, I don't remember who off the top of my head, but I'm going to talk about this team as if they had FBI and Ignar the whole time. I don't think just talking about the roster that we'll be playing is worthwhile. I think it's important to talk about what the rosters at its peak could be, and then we go from there. So with that in mind, what is my opinion on Photon, XU, Palafox, FBI, and Ignar? You'll also notice across videos, I will not be talking about the coaches for the most part, unless it's like a very obvious, we should mention this one. I think Swiffer is a very good one to mention. I believe he is coming from Team Liquid as the assistant coach because Spawn was remote last year. And I think Swiffer is honestly a really good coach. I think if there's any high points we need to talk about this roster with, because there will be lows I will talk about. I think if there's any high points we need to talk about though, I think it's that Swiffer is the kind of guy that can pull a team together. I just don't know if it's this team he can pull together. So with that in mind, we're going to go down the list as we did with the T9 video and just talk about each individual team member from top to bottom line. So first off is Photon. I have very mixed opinions on Photon. So Photon previously played for... Oh, it's not going to show you if you go here. Okay. Correct me, I believe it was Team Vitality. Yes, so he was an Academy and Challengers player for the first half of his career. He moved to Team Vitality where he had a very bad showing in my opinion. He never brought Team Vitality to like an upper echelon team. And this was with Hillsong. So this also led to the the Whippo crash out over Hillsong and him not getting to go to Worlds when Whippo did. But like 9th place, 4th place, or like 2nd place spring placement, and then 4th place playoffs, 6th place. This is all 2024, mind you. We go to 2023 because that's when he started on Vitality. In group first, and first here, 5th in groups, 4th and 3rd in playoffs, dead last. And then we move on to the 6th. Random 2nd place, like just going 6 and 3, and then really bad. He's never really been like this upper echelon top laner, in my opinion. Even in the TCL, which is what, the Turkish league, I believe? Yes. He's never been this upper echelon top laner that like I've had a lot of expectations for. He randomly pulls out like this crazy win roster. There's like these crazy games like here LCK challengers, but then he still never cracks like 3rd place. He's just kind of been a middle of the pack Korean top laner at best, and I think that's what his stats shows. We look at him and it's Renekton, Gwyn, Gnar, K'Sante. It's like these staple 4 top laners. When you think Korean top laner, it's like that's what you think 9 times out of 10. But the problem being is you look at these win rates and it's just like 55 is good on Renekton, 63 is really good on Gnar. But this K'Sante, this Gwen, even we go farther down the list, Rumble, who's like a staple champion, he's sitting at 36%. Aatrox, another like very staple top laner, 25, and Bessa 42. Like he's not these very like stock standard top laners. He doesn't really have a good grasp of, and you look at this where it's 5 games to Silas, 80% win rate. He only lost 1 game. The Silas is not going to be picked top lane like ever. His Gnar win rate's really good, but Gnar's not like a top laner right now. Like it's like we look at the like most picked top laners across like the leagues playing right now, and it's pretty stock standard. Like your Cassante, your Gwen, a little bit of Jax, a little bit of Mbessa. Like it's not like these crazy picks right now. And I think that's what's gonna hurt Photon, and that's what's consistently hurting Photon. Even if we look at him last year when he came to the LTA, now the LCS. So what? From here up. Back-to-back double lose to Shopify. Double lose to Cloud9. 3 games with Dignitas, but they lose that. They went 0-3. And then 4 games against Disguise. They were Dignitas. And then 4 games against Disguise, and they lose that. They won a single game. And mediocre Gwen game. Yes, mediocre Gwen game. Bad Aurora. Okay, Gwen. Okay at best, Kled. Mediocre Scion. Like, very few 3 kill participation in what is ultimately a 6 kill game, which is fine. 3 out of 6 for a top laner is pretty good, but like, you should not be 6 kills across your team. Good Renekton game, good Mbessa game. Admittedly, the fact that he lost this is kind of sad, but this is the nature of their Disguise matchup, it seems like, constantly. Oh, right, there's also Shaden. I remember this game. Shaden running it down jungle. And then they go into their like 8th place seeding match in the bracket stage, like losers kicked out. Middle of the pack York, really good Aatrox, but it doesn't matter, they lost. Really good Renekton, they won, and then good Jace, they lost. So like he kind of locked in towards the end, but I don't think that's what this roster needs. I think this specific roster, and we'll get to it later, they need like an it factor. And they don't have that. They need some player to be that it factor, that X factor that just brings this game on lock to turn this team into a really good team. And Photon doesn't provide that, in my opinion. That said, I think the player that provides that even less is XU. And I feel really bad because I think XU's a really good kid. He's a very interesting player, and I feel for him wanting to be in the LCS for so badly, for so long, and just not getting the chance like ever. But this kid, I say kid, I think he's 23. I think he's a year older than me. Like 8% win rate on Xin Zhao with 12 games. Is that literally a single game won on Xin? He's won a single game on Xin Zhao. Nocturne, who's a champion you should be playing more than 2 times in a 250 career. 0% win rate. Grave 0. He has a really good win rate in Kindred for some reason. Rel's not a jungler anymore. Zyra, who's kind of getting picked but not often. Basically, the jungle pool right now is pretty consistently. We're seeing a lot of Sejuani, a lot of Wukong, a lot of Vi, a lot of Jarvan, a lot of Xin. And that's kind of it right now. Oh, I'm sorry. We're seeing a lot of Jace and a lot of Malphite as well. But obviously he's not going to have stats for those 2 champs because they've never been junglers before. So So we look at the others and it's like bad, like really bad, mediocre, like okay, 21 games. I'm not shocked you have a negative win rate on a champion like Vi. Same with Wukong, but like still mediocre, good Sedge, but that's it. Jarvan literally 50-50. He doesn't have. He once again, he's not playing well enough to provide stability to players. Now, his kill participation is really good. 71% is pretty good for a jungler. But you should. CS per minute 5.6 is not good. There's just. You should expect more from a jungler competing at this caliber. And he's not providing that, in my opinion. Now, can he? Maybe this is the year with this specific roster, he unlocks something and just turns on. 100%, I believe it. I could see it. And if he does, I will be very happy and I will change my opinion on this team accordingly. But until then, I just don't think he's providing that X factor. One of my roommates just came home. Palafox is next. Okay. I will praise this man for his 2023 energy run till the day I die. He unlocked something new that day that I've never seen out of this man again. And like, don't get me wrong, 49 is not a terrible win rate. His CS is stable, his KDA is okay. Gold percentage is pretty normal, kill participation is pretty normal. And you look at these win rates, pretty like Silas 59, 52 on Azir, like that makes sense. 66 on Yone is his best champion. But like Orianna's really bad. LeBlanc, I actually think he has a really good LeBlanc. I think a lot of these losses that he has are not his fault. When he picks LeBlanc, he usually performs. It's his team falling around him. Talia, 40. And Talia's very good right now. His Syndra's okay, and Syndra's also really good right now, so I would hope there's something he can pull out. Like, Corki's not a mid laner anymore. Zoe and Tristana aren't picks right now. Or aren't, like, great picks. You can pick Zoe. I would judge you for it, but you can. His Ahri is not good right now. His Jace is in a mid laner, it's a jungler right now. And a lot of pro players, a lot of pro teams, especially China and Korea, are putting a lot more emphasis on Jace to go to the jungle over other lanes. So even if his Jace is... Oh, I was looking at the wrong one, my bad. His Jace isn't great. But even if they wanted to give it to him, it's more likely to go to XU, assuming XU's been practicing it. And like, he has these random pocket picks that he's really good at. Kassadin's only 3 games, because Kassadin's like one of those really niche counter picks, but he has a 100% win rate. Kiana, who is once again a jungler right now, but if they wanted to, 66% win rate is good. Veigar, he's not bad. Cassiopeia, he goes 50-50 on, and that's just because a lot of recently has been picked up. Nico, if they wanted to put it anywhere other than support, he can play. I've seen him play Irelia, and it's not bad. He has picks. But like, Shopify last year, a lot of falling apart was on Palafox. And I really hope he can turn this year around. But if he can't, if this is not a year he can like turn around and be like back to 2023 level, because 24 and 25 was bad. If he can't bring it back to that 23 summer level of actually competing with the likes of who was mid laner for Collegiate, it was Jensen with the likes of APA, hell, even looking at the other teams, Quad and Quid. Like, I don't expect him to be competing like top place for like against Quid, against Quad, against should be Saint. But like, if he can't compete with APA, Dark Wings, Zinni, Call Me, I think this is going to be the end of the career for Palafox. So here's where we get to the shining light of these teams. I think this bot lane duo, obviously besides Swiffer, like I said earlier, I think this bot lane duo is the shining light. So obviously we have this core roster from that energy run. You have Palafox, FBI, Ignar. I'm going to talk about FBI and Ignar in the same thing because I think they go hand in hand. They play together extremely well because of their playstyle. FBI is a very greedy AD carry. We look at that in his CS numbers. I was hoping they would replace this with vision per minute because support. You look at his CS number and you see that his gold percentage, his kill participation, even his gold differential and CS differential, like he's pretty consistently wanting to be played around. Damage per minute's not bad. Oh, that makes sense. His damage percentage, is really good. Oh, vision score is gonna be down here. His vision's really good for an AD carry too. I'll go on that. He's only played one game with Yunara. Oh, that's what to do. I wonder when that was. Well, I guess we can look actually. It had to be recently though. There it is. 5, 2, and 11 against Shopfire Billing. Yeah, that makes sense. But this core 3-man roster, or this bot lane is such a good bot lane to pick up to build around. Obviously, FBI is a very good AD carry. We saw this with 100 Thieves every single time he's been on 100 Thieves. We saw this with Energy. We saw this with, where was he at? Between 100 Thieves and Energy, I don't even remember. There's a Evil Geniuses, yes. We saw this with the EG roster. I think that he can be a very, very good AD carry. And he proves it. He won a title with this 100 Thieves roster. They won a title with this Evil Geniuses roster, if I remember right. He won the Energy title, obviously. Actually, we can look. He won OPL so he won when Oceanic was still a region. He won this 100 Thieves 2021. He won this Energy 2023. Okay, my OBS just blacked out for a second. That was scary. Second place in spring of 25. Second place in summer of 25. I'm sorry, winter of 25. Goes to Worlds and has a really good showing. He's a very good player. And Ignar, quite often, gives him that advantage. I think genuinely the reason Energy in 2023 was so good, and also the reason Energy fell off in 2024, is because of Ignar. Now we look at these win rates and obviously like it's not great. For 80 games though, keep in mind, but like 43, 38, 36, 38. His Blitzcrank pocket pick is always scary. His Galio you can pull out whenever. I don't know what the fuck this Malzahar is, I will admit. That had to be before my time. But this man just has that go factor where he knows when an angle is up, he's gonna take it. And when the team trusts him, like Energy did, he can make miracle plays happen. And it's wonderful to watch. It's like genuinely one of my favorite things to watch is just seeing this man pull off some crazy play that should have never been possible. And with FBI's knowledge of playing with him, I think this bot lane will be one of the best bot lane duos in the league. My worry is just, will this top side make up for their problems? Now, obviously, like I said at the beginning, their bot laners having problems and might not get to play in the lock-in tournament. And if they don't, then I fully expect Dignitas to be an 8th place team. If they can come, I think they can make like the top 6 go to the bracket stage, like best fives. I don't think they'll make it far, but I think they could. I'm just worried about this top side and if they can lock it in. If 2 of these 3 can lock it in and the one that doesn't just plays consistent, like so if Photon and Talfox lock in and XQ just plays like a consistent middle of the pack jungler, they can compete for top 4 of the league. I just don't know if I trust these names to do that. I don't know for certain. I digress. That will be the end of this breakdown. Thank you very much for watching. If you like it, please follow along. We will be continuing with Disguise next time. I might record that right after this, just because I fell behind on recording these videos a little bit. I want to get them all out before the first day of play on Saturday. I digress. We will be, like I said, moving on to Disguise next and going down the list in alphabetical order. So, with all that in mind, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it as always. If you like it, please follow along, subscribe, hit the like, leave your comments. I want to know what your opinion on this roster. Do you think I am wrong in some places? Do you think I'm right in some places? There's discussion between me and you, and I always want to hear your opinions. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time we talk about Disguise.